knows where this road is supposed to lead. We got nothing but time. As long as you're right here next to me, everything's gonna be alright. If it's meant to be, it'll be, it'll be. Baby, just let it be. If it's meant to be, it'll be, it'll be. Baby, just let it be. So won't you ride with me, see where this thing goes. If it's meant to be, it'll be, it'll be.
Hello my warriors, welcome to another video. I know the lighting is probably kind of crazy, so you're not going to see me clearly, but I had to do it this way. Today's video is going to be a sub mukbang. I don't have a lot of subs here, but I have my drink, which is a sweet tea. Should have threw some lemons in there. I have Doritos, and I have the Italian sub from Lawless in Altamont Springs, Florida. So I had to run an errand today to take my daughter to get some. She starts a new job on Monday, so she had to get her equipment to work from home, which is cool. So if you are in the Altamont Springs / Orlando / Winter Park / Sanford area, Lake Mary, in touch. If you don't know, I believe they're hiring. I don't know how long for, because they have different sessions that they hire for. They do give you the equipment that you need, so that's the good part. So she's going to be trying to see if she can work from home. So I decided to get this Lawless, which I love. So when I go into Altamont, I always run by and get my Lawless sub because they got it going on. So let me pray before I eat my sub. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for this day. Thank you for health, life, and strength to breathe another day. Bless the food I have before me. Bless the hands that prepared it. Make it a nourishment to my body. Amen. Okay. So if you're looking at me from here down, I have no makeup on. I just really made up this area, not even this area, because I wear the mask so much. I'm like, do I need to put all that on? Not today. But we're going to dig into this sub that is good, because I already know it's good. I love this sub. Let me put it so you can see it. Ooh. I know that looks so good. That looks so good. So, you know, it's cheese, lettuce, tomatoes, banana peppers. I know it's ham in there, maybe some salami, and some, what they call it? Oh, I can't think of what you put on the pizza. Pepperoni. Some kind of like pepperoni type of meat is in here too, I think. So don't mark me on it. So I'm gonna go ahead and eat this, and we're gonna talk about what today is gonna be mukbang / let's talk about it. Now, before I take that first bite, last I checked, now I just got home, so I'm this is lunchtime, so I don't really know what's going on. When I turned on the news, all I can hear is Nevada talking about they can do what they want. Technically, they can take all the way up to this amount of time, which is, it seemed like next week. This election has been the craziest, and I know they have to be careful because the simple reason is they doing more ballots that are mailed in than anything, because a lot of people did it way ahead of time. So, you know, that's where we stand. But the last I checked, they had Trump at 214 and Biden at 264. So that's where I was. Biden only needs one more state and it's a done deal. I want to use the word they use, not retro, but meaning that if he get to one more state, then it's a strong possibility he can become the president. So I want to clear it up. Let's put a disclosure on that. I am not for sure, but I'm just going by what they're saying, where he stands at this moment. Okay? So I don't know if anything changed since the last time I watched the news early this morning, but we're going to see. Then I'm hearing about they suing a couple of states. I'm like, come on. Fast. Whoever wins. But I'm looking at, if the shoe was on the other foot, would Biden be suing states? Will he not take the state's word at what they're saying as their accounts? So that's the crazy part. Food coming up my mouth. But it's crazy today. It's crazy. I don't get it. I thought it would have been over. I remember, I normally don't look at all this. Now I have went to vote. I have voted. Now all these small little voting I don't do, but I do the major votes. And technically what I used to do, who I want to be the president, that's who I bubble in, and then I say, that's all I got to do, I can just give it to you. And then people say, no, you need to bubble in. If you don't bubble in, people at least bubble in what you stand for. So I've done that in the past, but this year I still have my little demo ballot or sample ballot, where I bubbled in everybody's name I felt. I didn't know we was allowed to have that in the presence of when we were voting. So what I did was I memorized. I did my research the night before, and then that's when I voted the next night. So I had all my T's crossed because I didn't have time for this. It was just crazy because, people are so into, doing criminal stuff right now. It's like, it's so weird because it seems like your life depends on it. That's the way you have to vote this time. And I just think that's ridiculous. But we have no choice. Because you want the person in office, you assume the person that you put in office is really going to help you. That's who you want. Because you have so much going on during this pandemic. It is the sign of time. You have to be very careful. Very, very, very careful at this time. So I'm just looking at, it's crazy. They talking about recounting. I mean, you lose. Okay, why sit up there and recount? Why do all of this? And you're probably gonna get about the same amount. Because I remember they talked about, they recounted for some reason, and there was only a 300 vote difference, and the person still, it didn't make or break them. So I'm like, I just think it's crazy because they're saying all Biden need is one more. Let me see. Yeah, I think all he need is, I guess, one more state, and he should be okay. So they were, I guess, I wouldn't say he was depending on Nevada. But if Nevada would have came through right then, it would have just pretty much killed it, because if he won Nevada, he would be straight. So then You know, they will do whatever they have to do, but at least he would have had his 270 is what I'm saying. You don't ask me how that worked? So I will tell you straight up, I don't know anything about how they get to that 270. But a lot of people saying that people that just had Florida, he would have did really, really good. It would have helped them tremendously. But I'm just looking at, it's crazy. It is crazy. I'm like, are y'all serious? That's why I'm glad my TV shows don't come on. I mean, it's not interrupting anybody, TV shows, but I'm like, really? Really? I mean, really? Okay. But that's where we at right now. To the point where they don't even know. They don't know what's going on. People taking their time. It's so good. Okay. I am glad to not just start looking at the TV. See if there's any changes. But I just don't know. I just hope that if Biden does get into office, they say Biden/Harris, that they do what they say they're going to do. That's all that matters to me. You know, I just want us to be able to, you know, get stuff on track, be able to survive, because there's so many people out there still don't have a job. And the point is, you know, you're looking at, you want something, you don't just want to take any job making $8.69 an hour, if that's the minimum. Whatever minimum wage is. You don't want to take just any job, but you need to work. But then if you take, okay, let's say you take a job and then you barely have anything, it ain't gonna work. Just 1 second, guys. Okay, guys, I'm back. I knew my battery was going dead because my screen got dark. I said, oh no. And I thought I had the timing on point where I could just put the charger onto the phone and it fixes itself. It didn't. But I know we was just talking about, you know, when a person gets to 270, that's when that's when they really can't celebrate just of yet, but they have hit the quota that they're supposed to be hitting. And then what they have to do is wait for the rest to be counted. So right now we're still waiting. And I said, we'll talk about a little something. But in the comment section, tell me, what would you like whoever is president to fix right about now at this time? I would like the president to fix right now. You look at it, we need a stimulus bad. Okay, I feel if we can get a stimulus for $2,000 per adult, and they can keep the $500 per child up to 3 if that's what they want to do, then I feel that that will really help us for at least 3 months. Because when you just give it one time, it doesn't help at all. But when you give it multiple times, it kind of fixes the situation a little bit. Because the average person rent is $1,500. And that's for, families. Homes are about $2,000 on their own. Really depending on where you're staying. But I think if they could fix that to the point where December, January, and February we get that, it'll give us time for income tax to come. And I think that will put us where we need to be for the moment to kind of catch us up. Plus, they need to go back and say, okay, no evictions. And, most of the people who got the stimulus, they used it for their rent and food. So I'm assuming, there were some dummies who sit up here and crapped it up. So it makes it look bad for us. But what they have to do is not worry about what other people do. I'm sorry, I got it where it is not showing my food. I'm going to try to fix it without... Ooh, let me try to get close. I'm going to try to fix it without it messing up. And you can get... And we can have my food. Okay. There we go. But, yeah, stop worrying about what other people did and worry about what the majority of the world did. Took care of their families, took care of their bills. And I feel we'll be okay. So first, they need to give three-month stimulus. Then second, they need to halt any evictions for right now. Because if C-19 is getting even worse, why would you put more people on the street to where it's going to do nothing but spread like it's no joke? And I'm looking at the count right now. We're still at 214 for Trump. And we're at 264 for Biden. And like I said, they just need to hit 270. And then they will have the amount they're supposed to have. So I know a lot of people saying, I don't even want to hear all that. But for those who do, that's where we stand. And I just look at a lot of people voted. So it was really, really important to us this time. So back to what I was saying. The $2,000 stimulus for 3 months, along with hold those evictions, and whatever county, continue to do what you're doing as far as, trying to find ways to make things better, as in helping people, because they have different care acts in different states. I know here there's one that's 1,000, but you have to look at what the qualifications are. And that's here in Florida. Orlando Central is where I am. So if they can do that and tell people to still... I know y'all don't want to wear the mask. I know you don't. But when you're in your house, you don't have to. But like I was just in the car and I had my daughter in the car. And my daughter know what I normally do is I spray my I keep saying a car, I have an SUV. I spray my SUV out with Lysol where whoever gonna sit, spray it before and I spray it after, so it keeps my car clean to a certain degree, as well as they know they have to wear a mask. If anybody get in my car, you're gonna put a mask on, because I want to protect you as well as you protect me. So that's where I am. So make masks mandatory. So once again, $2,000 stimulus, stop these evictions, and make masks mandatory. And I think if we can do that, we can get somewhere. We can get somewhere. We can kind of slide out of this a little bit. You know, we know people still going to get it, but it'll be less than it is now. Because, I mean, it's getting rapid. I mean, I'm really nervous about them trying to maybe have to do a shutdown again. Because over here where I'm at, it's crazy. That's why I be like, 6 feet, please. I hate when somebody right up on me. I just, you know, that's why I love when I wear my mask that says 6 feet, please. And then I look at them like I'm stupid. You know, I get them a crazy look. Then they, oh, my bad. No, it's about to be your, okay? So, guys, I know I done did a lot of time here. Too much time. And I just have one side left. I'm probably going to put it up for later. And I'm going to chew on these chips and watch me some television. Okay? So, if you just enjoyed hanging with Mz.TreZena, just doing a little Let's Talk About It Thursday, give it a big thumbs up. And then second, I want to continue my Let's Talk About It Thursdays because I used to do that so much back in the day. So I want you to put stuff in the comment sections that you want to talk about. So first, if you want to leave what you think you would like the president to do for 2021 or start in November. I mean, not November, December. It can be 3 things. Put it in the comment section. If you have a topic that you want to talk about or something you want to see me eat, whatever you want to do, put it in the comment section so that I'll know, and then we will, you know, work it out to the point where I'll talk about it. Long as I can, you know, I have info on it, I'll talk about it. So, if you're not a subscriber, hit the subscribe button, then click the notification button to be notified of all upload videos, along with share this video. Somebody might just want to hear a little something. Somebody might just want to know a little something. Somebody just might want to just talk about something. So once again, I'm going to say thanks for watching. Later.
So come on, ride with me, see where this